here's my audience, my dad, my grandpa, and my mom. Okay, so according to Seattle Yoga News, 36.7 million Americans, or 15% of U.S. adults, practice yoga in the United States, which is up from 20.4 million in 2012. So, my hope is that after you guys listen to me talk about yoga, that it motivates you to go out and maybe do some yoga or learn more about it. So I regularly practice yoga, and it's more than stretching. It's more about breathing and incorporating your body and your mind into your breathing. So it's like a whole cycle. I want to take you through 3 main points: the beginning and the intention, the breathing, and how you end your practice. So first, let's talk about why people do yoga. So the first step to yoga is understanding why you're doing it, why you're there, why you are starting it. So usually what people do before they even come in is try to have an intention for their practice. So when you walk in, you want to think, okay, this is why I'm doing it, this is why I'm here. So people usually create an intention for a person, a thing, or maybe just for the universe. And when you start off, you want to take off your shoes first of all, and then get into the lotus position, which is usually just crisscross. Some people do crisscross. Some people actually put their feet on their each crease of the knee. I can't do that yet, but so you just start off like this, and you kind of just sit down and create an intention. And this is just before you even start getting into any stretching or any breathing. So it helps calm. This position helps calm the brain. It stimulates the pelvis and stretches the ankles and knees, and it helps to ease any discomfort in the abdomen area. So this is what you're going to start off in. And now that we've talked about why people do yoga and why people have intentions for yoga, we're going to talk about breathing, which is very important. So, according to the Yoga Journal, when establishing your breathing, it is important to never stop breathing during your practice. You need to keep a steady pace and make sure the breathing is slow and deep. So this helps with the poses to deepen stretches and to keep the Ujjayi breath, which is the deep breathing. That's what they call the deep breathing. So when switching poses, it will give you a greater sensitivity and control in your breath. Your goal should be to open and expand your movements, but also keep your breathing going, like I said. So I'm gonna kind of go through what a couple of transitions would be. So keep in mind, when I'm doing this, I'm also keeping my breathing at a steady pace. So we're gonna start off standing, and then you're gonna go into your forward fold, and then you're going to kind of just into downward dog. And you want to keep your fingers out stretched as possible, and just kind of stay here for a breath. And then once you have that, just like I said, it's really important to keep your breathing, and it helps with the expansion of the poses and deepens the stretch. So this is just an example. There's a lot more you can do, but this is just the basic kind of so that's an example of kind of transition poses that you want to keep your breathing. Now that we've discussed why people do yoga and breathing, let's discuss the ending. So the ending is the most important part of practicing yoga. According to the Corporate Center for Yoga, ending your practice is important and directly associated with one pose called the Shavasana, which I will show you in just a second. This pose is actually considered the hardest pose because you're supposed to sit and think about what you just did, why you did it, and to think about your breathing. So usually people kind of do this pose and think about other things which you're not supposed to do. They think about, I forgot to take out the trash, I forgot to go feed the dog, but you're really supposed to be thinking about your breathing. So this is what the Shavasana looks like. So you just want to keep your feet out and your hands out and make sure every part of your body is relaxed. So you're just taking deep breaths. But this is pretty much how you're going to end, and once this ends, you kind of just go back to the lotus position and usually you say namaste. And yoga is not a religion, it is a way of living that aims towards a healthy mind and a healthy body. Man is a physical, mental, and spiritual being. Yoga helps promote a balanced development of all of those three other forms of physical exercises like aerobics. So that was from The Art of Living, and this has been How To on Yoga. Thank you.